I'm gonna tell you the story. So I have a neighbor who goes on vacation a lot. They live in my backyard. Not really, but it's on a street. Their backyard's against my back. They live in my backyard. They asked me to take care of their animals for them. So I accept, because they're cats, and cats are life. So they went away for 5 days, and I had to take care of the cats for those 5 days. Now this was an easy job. I only had 4 responsibilities. Clean the crap box, replenish the morsels of nutrition, fill a bowl with the drainage of the sink, and bring in the mail. Now these are all easy jobs. I do them on a daily basis. Nothing to worry about, nothing too big, no big deal. We were having a bit of a rainy week. I had to walk on the sidewalk to get to their house. So the first thing I would do is pick up the mail and the newspaper, bring it inside the house, set it on the table. Then I would rid of the turds from the crap box, give them their scoop of food, refill their water bowl, play with them, and leave. I did this for 3 days. Everything was fine. Then on the 4th day, it wasn't raining, so I went through my backyard because it takes less time and I am lazy as poop. So I did my responsibilities of crap box, food, and water. The next day, it rained, so I went on the sidewalk again. So I'm walking along. This is me walking. I get in front of the house. Stop. I then realized that I had forgotten to bring in the mail from the day before. Now you might think this isn't a big deal, but just let me explain. The newspaper was left out. It was hot. It was moist. The newspaper was completely soaked. I picked up this soggy burrito of news. It weighed about 3 pounds. It was completely drenched in moisture. It was disgusting. So me, only having those 4 responsibilities and forgetting one of them, I freak out. I'm like, oh god, their newspaper is so messed up. What do I do? Oh my god. Shit. So I take the mail and the bag of sog inside, and I set it on the table, as I usually would. I stand there, staring down this newspaper, thinking, what the hell do I do now? My first idea was to talk to the people I was taking care of the animals for and explain the situation, but nah, that makes too much sense. So my next idea, most brilliant thing I've ever thought of, I know, I'll put it in the freaking freezer. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea, but I did it. I put newspaper in the freezer, so perhaps it will dry and not be, a 3-pound bag of disgusting. And I go on and perform the rest of my duties, and I go home. Later on that day, I'm doing other things, and suddenly I realized something that I forgot to do. I never took the newspaper out of the freezer. Who puts a newspaper in a freezer and then forgets to take it out? Who does that? I will tell you who. This idiot right here. So instantly I'm freaking out again. I run back over to the house, take the newspaper out. Frozen solid. So again, I freak out more. Had I dropped the newspaper, it probably would have shattered into a bunch of tiny little news bits. That's not what you want. So the only thing that I could think of to do is I take a piece of paper and a pen and write a note. It read, "Sorry about your newspaper." And that was it. I left. They never said anything about it. I don't know if they were being kind, or if they didn't notice, or didn't care, or if the note got misplaced because the cats were playing with it. I don't know what happened. But I do know that since then, they have not asked me to take care of their cats while they are on vacation. Alright, and that's the story of how I froze a newspaper. Oh my god.